gonna shut it down like this. Let's go. Yeah. The tricks of the trade, the rules of the game. I've been to the top and I've been to the bottom. I tell you nothing about the same. I can speak about comfort. I can speak about pain.
Hi Todd, nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, perhaps the pound-for-pound king. 5'8" tall with a 74-inch reach. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. 5'11" tall with a reach of 72.4 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
For a capacity crowd. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Avoids the left. Nice exchange here from both men. As the great Phil Collins once sang, I can feel it in the air tonight. What a buzz.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Nice counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punching from both these fighters. Both men step back for just a moment. Misses with that jab. That one will count. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Perfect counter shot. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
He just misses with that big right hand. Just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Punch, counter punch. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. The bell rings and we start the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
On her right. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That counter shot lands. Good left counter that lands. Men step back for just a moment. Good counter right hand again. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. A perfect counter lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That left counter was perfectly timed. about punches and bunches, that's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Through the hook, didn't land. Crawford may be ready to go down. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to finish.
Great counter right hand there. Neither man really defending themselves. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Lands with the right counter. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Back into the fray here in round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Right hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He just misses with that jab. Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt. There's the bell to start round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. There's a counter shot. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Blocks the hook. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
These two are the perfect dance partner.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one's dare do anything out of turn.
counter shot with the right hand. Got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter left hand there. And counter left. Nice exchange here. Is this big opportunity to finish the fight slipping him by? They've avoided. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. There's the bell to start round 7. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here. Got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have the quick burst, boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Left counter scores. He just missed with that left jab. He fails to score with that left hook. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight.
You cannot ever compare anything to this. These guys really mean it. These guys must hate each other the way they're fighting.
This is not good strategy. Those punches are doing nothing. Nice counter shot. Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. Got to get out of there. Settled back in, but needs to play some defense. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it. And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crust.
How is this fight still continuing? Don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He takes that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Blocks that jab. Nice job landing that left counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchange here from both men. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Nice job landing with that right-hand counter. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come up and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Crawford in trouble. A much better game plan here. Nice counter. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. That left counter punch will score. Neither man really defending themselves. These two were made for each other. Catch and shoot. And wait a minute, the left hand lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far. Here comes the 10th round. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And this with that jab. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He misses with that jab. There's a counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger.
Crawford may be ready to go down. How is this fight still continuing? Both men step back for just a moment. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Punch, counter punch. There's a counter shot. Good counter punching. That bell could not have come soon enough. This is the 11th. We've entered the championship round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Punch, counter punch. No power in those punches. Beautiful counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Score that left hand. Neither man really defending themselves. And he misses with that jab. A perfect counter lands. Another scoring shot there. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard's going to need a knockout. There's the bell for round 12. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches. Crawford in trouble. How is he still on his feet? Thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Oh,
Crawford is dazed. Miss with that jab. Catch and shoot. Right hook misses. Crawford mid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
what a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
Yeah, look at that. All the belts, my team. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't say a thing. No, but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't say a thing. No, but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't say a thing. No, but ping, we bring man right, somebody shots fling. Uppercut, fling, right up, fling. Can't say a thing. Send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros are stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. Better keep those hands up, swing for their fences, or you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your